Hey guys, hey Ian, it's me, Sarah. So this is a video response to VGreviews95 video about whether you like cart games or disc games better. And I started typing my comment to this and I decided I'd just make a quick response video because it's just easier for me to show some of the stuff that I'm talking about. First of all, with a disc game, you can't have the disc without a case. If you just have the disc by itself, it's going to get scratched up. This is just one more thing that you have to look at when you're buying especially used games. When I'm looking for a used disc game, I'm buying a used disc game off of eBay, I have to ask, can you tell me if there's any scratches on the disc? A lot of times there will be light scratching on like a PlayStation 2 disc. A PlayStation disc especially, those got really bad scratches and you can see them really easily because the discs were black. So you know, it's tough for me to decide really because it is nice being able to play bigger games, but for me, the boxes for these, they're just DVD cases, or with the PlayStation games, they're just CD cases with interchangeable artwork inside of it. You can just pull this right out. It's just like any old DVD case with something slid into it. It doesn't seem very personal to me. I don't know why. It just seems kind of generic. With older games, like the cart-based games, Super Nintendo games, N64 games especially had really nice boxes. You know, you get this really nice cardboard box. I really like that about cart games. The boxes were large, had a lot of information on them. I feel like the boxes were just laid out better to be able to read them like this. And it just feels more special. I mean, it will come in like a nice little cardboard box inside of the box it already has, unlike a disc game which doesn't have any room for anything like that. They can put special extras in there, like look at this, it's a world map or an enemy guide that they put inside this game, an enemy list. They don't really take the care that they used to with games. I'm gonna have to go towards the cart side, and I'm gonna have to say that I prefer cart. Especially the scratches, which the scratches on the disc games may even prevent them from even playing. The only place that you have to worry about a cart being scratched up is going to be right here on this label. There could be scratches on this when you're buying an old Nintendo 64 or an old Super Nintendo game. The scratches on these are not going to prevent you from playing the game. So it really doesn't matter that much. It matters to me because I'm all about the cosmetics of the games, but it's not going to hurt it. Cartridges are virtually indestructible. These things will last. They were built to last. It also just has a more tactile experience than a disc. You can't carry this around with you and feel like, oh wow, I'm holding something in my hand. But this, I mean, this has a real tactile, it's got some weight to it and you can feel it. You can give it to somebody, you can carry this around. Especially, here's the biggest reason why I prefer cart versus disc, especially for the handheld systems. DS versus PSP games. This is a great example of why having a disc-based game just isn't good for some things, like a handheld. They're meant to be carried on the go. So again, the only thing that's going to happen to this is the label is going to get scratched up if you're carrying this around like, oh, say, in a Ziploc baggie full of stuff. With this thing, this little mini disc, they tried to prevent this from getting tore up by covering it with plastic, except for this part right here. But still, it still ends up getting messed up because this is the most aggravating thing. Little hairs or little particles of dust or something will get up in here, and that drives me insane. I go and buy a used game from a store or something, and I always have to examine everything that I'm buying. I always ask the people at GameStop before they give me something that I buy. I'm always like, hey, can I look at that disc? Hey, can I look at that DS cart? Hey, can I look at whatever? Because I want to know. And I always look inside these, and they're dusty in there, and there's no way to clean them, really. I mean, you can take this apart, but it's like not good for the thing. This one's actually broken, and so it actually splits right apart. And you could actually, finagle the disc out. This is not supposed to be the way that is. Most of my PSP games are connected there and they're not broken, but this one's broken. So you could actually clean this out. But you know, what do you do if this gets scratched or something like that? So I'm definitely on the side of the cart games. I like them better. I like the way that they feel better. There's something just really satisfying about clicking that game into place into a system. So thank you for watching, and really good video topic, Ian, so thanks for putting that up. I had a really good time thinking about what I really preferred. I never really thought about it before, so thanks a lot, and I'll see you guys all later.